So I think that Wontumi nsensem na ekoso no. Ade ba ko a maka cho say MPP for enyanhuye ne say Ghana political landscape na sesa. Alaska will go back to 2000, 1992, 1995, 2000, 2008, 12 politics na yeah na. Now you could see that the average Ghanaian is so gullible to the extent that people had emotional attachment to politics. And the audience is because then anabi wuye and I fear for you na MPP because then anabi wuye. So they were not asking questions. So when you see Obi Oyo no about what you say in the birth right entitlement here already, but we know you are not very close. But with the recent advocacy, this kind of stuff, and I think that young people have come to appreciate say politics, you know, and yeah, abusiane namfone me a party we ni. Namum a kwenya a privilege, your friends say responsibility we are Ghana for them as a kodi ade anim. Enti sa and adena wo kodi animu no, wo kodi na wamfa wadwen na wo de kro no semne ensem hunu koka ho eto de ade a. People will not waste their time to come to your aid. This is the new era yewom. But I'm saying this MPP and the minority are losing track with the current trend of politics in this country, and they are still living in the past. They think that we are still doing the 1992 politics.
That's right.
They still think that we are still doing the 2000 politics. Hey, you say Rollins is way for na sa era is gone. First, no can summer. Among for
that's right.
Because of that, a friend of foolish, your friend say solidarity. Anyansa bia nim emotionally driven individuals say dia chire but no entesa entina no Wontumi asema e baaye ene adanta kumi ase ya chine.
That's right.
MPP General Secretary ko on social media control say, hey Patriot Rice, go to Adenta Kumi's house. Alaska post nam to so on one delete.
Masa the we na for dinner time.
Ba kwa me se me wure mfi do bi se odwan. When you were chopping the royal ladies, did you call us to come to your house?
Oh
yes. Enti ogwan no mfanti ubaka na say ogwan
anaseto
okay. So General Secretary now offered the party for some rano obisi ogwan when you were chopping the ladies, did you remember us? Now after our friend we will not come on one delete because atama no mudi no post na se no Alaska na airtime ni nyina me kan ba ba wie se ene se MPP ka se onko parliament nkwaye adwuma. The question is e de ba na asi Alaska ya wamra okroma say obi ye neema ne na activities afumemra security agencies in the front no.
That's right.
First and foremost senka Ghana ye serious country enka Wontumi neema ogo through enka 2022 ena senka ye che no se Ghana ye serious country enka Wontumi enka nye ne na Jomahama ba be che no esenka Akufo-Addo na che no e 2022 na make sure say ombe detain no e de na kokota kodi na asem. But Enam said Abina na Osisuno was part of everything that Wontumi was doing in Tino. The president was spearheading him. And Obia only nyansa na wanya to me no. Or really that sem.
That's right.
So now say they just live by the moment. And Chama you're not radio so he thought that life was all about that. But Kacha say Nipa nyansa ni biano, you stretch your thinking. And now we say in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, you know, he find a mewo.
That's right.
I say, need reasonable person be a what public office be no. This is the idea of trouble, baby. In the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, where will I be? And see, a bad guy, though, whenever you are doing stuff, I'll ask over your near my year. And you're quite clear. Sir Branty, ya can semi a time excavator and machines. Eco Good Forest Reserve, SA Nema.
That's right.
Or and the MPP. Papa na order mineral commission no babontin because omunya ma no lease bia.
That's right.
Kwakuba kon the report babontin your friend say Erastus Donko and several journalists ba krum have man say Wontumi destroy your forest.
Ken ashigbenum nyina.
The only person that defended Wontumi at the time was Akufo-Addo. So the gentleman enya hoden to certain extent, yes, a forest reserve no wa 5 year no assign edge or no twitwa bi ma amanfo twatwa ma wa na every month bi na oje amanfo gold in terms of gram. I'm told 250 gram of gold. Wow. Yes, because on the chef mission in town or chiche o 2 galam say na chiche nsase sanje commission. This is what the guy was doing. Ne nema no they say nema nyina na da ho Alaska, did you ever hear Afenyo Marking, the minority people raising concerns about the destructive nature of Wontumi's business in this country?
No.
When young people were demonstrating on the street of Accra, I know the day Ghana for Mranti and Maiwanu Mum,
92.3, and they were arrested.
They were not just arrested, they were detained. Emma Koto, Emma Onomukogu, Nika Humbi, Emma Yadomukogu prison. Alaska, these are the realities across Okroma. Nippon mo demonstrating against Galamsey, no, Omumna, Godfather Damanin as a former court. And your friend saying, Mami da knowing. And detaining these young people, it took another demonstration and a lot of advocacy from Ghanaians. And sana omo fight say, yenjai Galamsey tuno, yenjai omo, na die tu Galamsey ni liberating no. And the time has come for Wontumi. Say yeah, obia nya which hand me say NDC anasa John Mahama person breaking MPP fronter. Obako for nyansani, no Wontumi. Wontumi has no political value. Oh, there are people.
I'm also breaking no fronter. Obako for nyansani.
As a political strategist, if you want to do some of these shenanigans, now we design your friend is saying a very a ploy to destroy a political party. You don't go for people like him. Because among individuals, they take away vote from the party or then upon so you allow those people to exist. So Alaska clearly say and near my branch and I know and they say minority babe defend say onyanye way onyanye again. EOCO no your first BNI from the fan omo
that's right.
Ama de say hobi o makan wie. Then the guy engagement in activities follow within the realm of another security agency, that is EOCO. EOCO abefa almost some investigations na se for nyina say a grant you bail. And yes almost some grant you bail.
That's right.
The gentleman has been granted bail 50 million. Now you see, make I say MPP4 are still living in the past. And they think that Ghanaians, either they think their followers are gullible, very stupid, until they can easily manipulate them for some of the nonsense that you saw Afenyo Marking and go doing yesterday.
That's right.
Because it's not as if EOCO say omo money bail. Wontumi was giving 50 million Ghana cedis bail. Alaska, I am taking you back to 2012. Wyoming was given 54 million.
That's right, 54 million.
Wyoming.
As at that time,
2012, Wyoming was given 54 million bail condition to meet before Ansana Mujano. Ansana, yeah, money bail, Amana Kofi. 2012, oh, just imagine, says Sikano, devalue. What is over here demonstration?
No.
Alaska, Wyoming Sikano more canning in 51.2 million Ghana cedis. 51.2 million Ghana cedis. And I Wyoming a try home Alaska. Wontumi cases na ye kan ho asem no. Just one. Times by 5 of this your friend is saying. Wyoming sika. Because one of the transactions $45 million.
US dollars.
Wyoming sika no 51.2 million. Ya manibela esu chain sika no. Enti EOCO kofo anyade. Enti na mahu say some people are writing on social media.
Say EOCO they have not no. They have not been fair to Wyoming.
Exactly, because sika na wode two nipanities no should be more than the amount of niama oil involved. So the money should have been more than even the 50 million. So if Afenyo Marking and these people who are privy to some of these staggering realities are also in this country, to the sense Sika FN 54 million as far back as 2012. Yeah, the Towayo Biso. Abra na Sika ya se wa fa dia year campaign as for nyina 51.2 million. And Abra ne single transaction. $45 million. The other quadrico bia bro, the other so kwa ya kwan, the enka ho. And the question is say any media no na emotional politics na ya who will grant audience to these jokers out there? All that you have to do upon all the loot must no. You can't grant him a bail. Bail na ya no. For the past 3 days they won't to me that's what double.
That's other su them.
Na Alaska me say I send Elon Musk or I send for Elon Musk or
Elon Musk. I send for Elon Musk. That's his excellency candidate.
Yes, na say on den kasika with us more money man.
Because as simple as Elon Musk.
As simple say Bill Gates, the richest man in the world. Your friend say Elon Musk. And they are simple so Elon Musk or how they say. And Alaska, you see, this is Wontumi guy in the last 8 years. He has demonstrated clearly say on your hieni or your billionaire were making money to the extent say sika born.
That's right.
I will if you say can Wontumi kan any go. Don't forget to answer na MPP about power na branch away security not a man for dying in a man for dying more marry them fee. That is Wontumi for you. He was a security guy. Kumase of free London by on one can go and listen to one of his interviews. Or by Joe Dancer, you remember about by amount. That is what he was doing. Which means that not on your rich. He didn't have money. He came back to this country broke. But politics and then I'm the guy from the scratch and then only about chains of TV stations, radio stations, millions of cars, and that's all because of this politics. Oba Kroma saying, no security, not it here, I'm for the
I just okay security, no your watchman.
Yo, the other can be
Alaska.
And suddenly, this guy, because of exposure to political influence and political prominence in Tino, or you soon in sub nifa benkum. Yes, all your business kabia onyaye. At the end of the day, he was on TV. Hey, gold. Hey, Niama Digu among for at a time, no. Nanka government of the day near very serious, at least I want no Kurana. Some condemnation from government quarters, you know, should be targeted at that guy, not send a message to him that would you do. Because at the time a man for more a minimum were crying over Galamsey. Galamsey sir man phones you. Ohiana Nema the dollar man for that is when the guy was on TV. Oh, you go didn't answer for evidence. Just say mine now. Oh, you know, was I mine forest reserve Alaska. Then as a bank, Sika Kwajiso could be a bro.
10 million US.
Alaska say any politics at that time. Oh, Chrome higher. Such Wontumi Namhui. You can't your farming in as a foreign man. Experiencing as for the war here. There are prominent people who are into some of these businesses and they needed that particular money to go and do real farming. But but he will comfortably access that money because or your child to me on the party way. Your time contract that quino machine crew nibi because say crew but contract you have no hang company to go and do it. That's what they do. And the crew man say when your political power you can do everything.
Serious.
But the vast majority of masses no mudi a chamber because we are here for who cry or move on for na she na offer na man for na we nipa na offer no. Na asamba then you want these poor people, some are very weak in the head. They don't still understand politics in tea. Obetiesi abonten. Oh na ye support oh na ye say you when the person doesn't even know your name. Say gawunya kwenya ko na niman ko be pamo to say we ko politics aye no kroma no we don't use the politics to build people you use it to build properties building property in other people's name buying things in other people's name when they have the means to empower people and people begin to understand that politics idea here woman is to build human beings
exactly. Not
your friend saying entities in this your friend saying properties in that for because accept to nipa da sani e de begina ha kan ma. Those were the Samre na twam as am kwase loyalty ne sa your friends a foolish loyalty ne hwe nim na me no be any ho be yes ade no because at the end of the day politics amamu na ye no it is about empowering and ensure that the welfare of the people will be taken care of. So Alaska, I think that Afenyo Markin and Co are just jokers and I wonder why the MPP still no I want the head stuck in their asses because Alaska when you slip from political power like this, what a ponkoso na so free to former. Unza wunya free now to meet tenancy when you are clear.
That's right.
That is why you begin to think, you reflect. Nema go wrong, then you know the wunya horse for tenan so a. Unko yes a mistake na no so unko yu nton twene. 92.3. But when ti na mo theater no. Sa nuhuni nya mo mumu. So over her attitude now is still belligerent.
That's right.
Ne unnecessary emotional.
You should threats.
Yes, emotional. Yes, na be say or no better.
About make President Mahama uncomfortable.
And I make us say, you see, the MPP is lucky to the stand say Nipo succeed Akufo near John Mahama. He's very gentle. Na me ameti na me succeed na nka Alaska mo modru Togo na edoso.
Awa bedru fa.
Ah ka me sanka na do bia nipa medwana ko Togo.
Alai.
Hey, Alaska me.
Obetu ataka krom ha. Na una na bi we see that. Yasi anura.
Na wanya no abetretin.
Yasi anura MPs ni bi do ho no na oka de unia wo EOCO wanted list so yesi mrika bi odi ho ko pale.
Alaska. You see I keep telling people say when you are dealing with nipo my mo just say omunim nyansa. Wo kire omo say wo no ya fan say nya omo nim nyansa no mo warehouse na wo da anopa bia.
That's right.
So omunti megimi wo wanim. Because niama no mo ye no it's not premised on anything sensible.
Exactly.
Because at the end of EOCO aye chama Wontumi no mo friend no has it not been given bail? Because that was the question I was expecting. Like a media for no baby so almost say the gentleman has been granted bail. So what is your problem? Just meet the bail condition and take him home. Number catch say 50 million Ghana cedis no more that total so no. Then why refer almost say as far back as 2012 you put 54 million on Wyoming's head. And on the other abnormal. Sika na Wontumi yasi wadi. That's 51.2 million.
I'm not cutting you short. Tio General Secretary. Tio way to
no
make
problem.
Listen.
500 billion. Mo mujina ma 50 million Ghana cedis. Nipa do do say na wa Ghana ha o ma 50 million cedis. And now say unim say o kasa abo na e be den say obotima kofa aba. And decide dia wonya ya. Ye be obadam 2 days, 3 days, 1 week. All person of them sir. Sir, agenda conditional one can say surety 50 million no. And idea ye de baba ne, e de baba china. Episode do can e de pa.
And idea ye de baba ne, ye de baba china. General Secretary a wo nipa dem.
Alaska General Secretary ne katra mo say kakra oba dan no oba kan asem kra na asem o kan ya katra ma kakra ka we General Secretary katra ma kakra ka we General Secretary go ono kwatena debate ya oba kasa ba kan me ma kan be 1000 no come on Alaska I will not serious nsam no kan ta nyansa bia kura nim because onim say 2012 and I make us say you know when you are doing analysis we back it with fat and figures.
Exactly.
Go back and check say 20 as far back as 2012 Wyoming was slapped 54 million Ghana cedi under MPP government for say why embezzle 51 million sikana de to no so na eso chain sikana yesi Wyoming afa no Wyoming sikana mo da Chama Wontumi sika na omoda to no. Is it anywhere close to 45 million Ghana cedis now to 10 million now to the total so now to nsase a wase no reclamation ya kase ya reclamation ewo nsase no so do you know the amount of money involved Alaska we need to be very serious in this country and I'm say the MPP no need to panimfo na omonia biewom no should re-strategize no how to go about the politicking in this country because the landscape has changed and people within the MPP themselves are fed up with the way manner they are going and there are people within the MPP who are happy say Chama Wontumi should go
especially when you go to Ashanti region
Alaska because so this is a message to Obia when you access to political power say
sadly
you need to be very wise and treat people very well because a kokokoko we beba na se wo ye na wo ye ofa kwan mo no se ye neema emra bi beduru a me say the only difference between being in office and being out of office is time.
That's right.
It's just the difference is time. Na wudi wunya tumi na wudi di nipa ni a you should know say emra bi beba ama na beka wo nko a na EOCO sell no nko na bedam e say ote hoyi omo ye dede wa abonte mo wi a obi aja na hokofie o.
That's right.
Nko na ahye kulam na ahye ho na Alaska winim and I'm because I'm crofo omo soro omo no den na me ye bold omo nyina ye coward just like Canada Japan okay say omo unya hu anwonani afa dua boni
okay that's right
omo che no hu ni strategy no yo omo ni kwese bo se na koma ye ne ya ade che ye no the hospital na numo dwane na se fo nyina na omo kwache no tu ade che ye se ne diabetes aba na koma ye ne ya omo ma Canada Japan so odampa fia bi so wa mo an ho bia na no che that is the same strategy this coward Yeah, chama Wontumi.
Okoka Wontumi fast so governor. Always no so yare.
Yes.
And then we so yare.
Yes. But you see, we know yare kra na unze EOCO for hospital.
That's right.
And the ombashaw and waka kotum.
EOCO government hospital.
Yeah, Alaska. So you see, I think that we need to get serious in this country. And this emotionally driven politicking in this country where and some no bad. We want to take a man for agenda from the real issues. And I think that is a strategy the MPP has adopted. But I'm happy that this time around, Mahama is on his feet. Because you see, you cannot waver, you cannot cave into some of this nonsense. Because for them, that is their playbook. Chief Justice issue, this is the same thing they started.
That's right.
Making it look like John Mahama be and a Waba no special Pama. On one time, not some the court, or not quite in the brother fool. Supreme Court unanimously not turning 7 years to a signing in a Sobia.
That's right.
What are some? Because so was a papa no decision now what taking why are wrong what chere na why be sin there obi antimi chere bibia then you are out there doing demonstration as for Wontumi has been arrested by EOCO. He has been granted bail. He has a 48 hour yama bail meet bail condition akofie. You are unable to Mkrofona sika amanfo awia no okrom ha nyina nti ade telling us they cannot get property aye valued at 54 million.
And Mevana at the graph and on the floor of parliament.
Okay.
I'm one man on Mkrofona Baba and I don't go say but you told us until sir you ever vary any bill when mumma into our 2 grade ma Wontumi say ni Mkrofona impenna say omo na omo back trying to change my name.
And me can't just say these are jokers, you can't take them serious. And the MPP need to do a serious your friend say a clean up in their party. Because I have sat here and have told you so the likes of Afenyo Maken or your leader need the minority or opposition him. Because that attitude of belligerence, that arrogance, that filthy talk, no, that attention seeking mode now, no, and now quite not form then no be far home. Alaska, nobody cares. And as I'm crasing now, Pahon, and no bia Parliament, when I was 7 group, also I want to judge. I'm saying no, my sort of cutting out.
It's serious.